What's happening, everyone? J Shock Blast here, and check it out. We have another custom character. This one is from Marvel Comics. It is Gambit, one of my favorite X-Men, and I think this one came out pretty cool. It's not perfect because you can't really make up for his overcoat, but I feel like I did the best I could. I kind of came up with this on my own. I also made Gambit in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and here he is. Obviously, we went with the kind of ski mask looking head. We'll actually go in and check that out completely. So let's go. I went with Condiment King. I gave him a little bit of a kind of cheekbone line because I feel like that's good for Gambit. Also, we used Creeper's hair, and it's perfect, I think. It's perfect for Gambit. Now, I didn't make the kind of ski mask part black. I made it like a navy blue because it's more bluish, even though a lot of the other stuff on him is black. And that's kind of bugging me, but I kind of wanted to go with as much accuracy as possible. One thing that actually kind of... I went the darkest blue as well, but I'm going to actually probably change it to black now just because it's bothering me. And it's close enough, it's fine. Now, one thing that I wish you could do, and it's one of those things, like, every single time we find, like, we talk about how amazing this customizer is, there's one more thing they could have done, and one of those things is a two-tone face changer. And in this case, I wanted to make Archangel and use this kind of same face, but you can't change the face color. So it doesn't just go with, you know, being like changing it to blue, but you know, what if somebody wanted to make it like a darker skin tone or something like that to more represent themselves? There's no way to do that with the full face open. There is one that has the eyes kind of covered, but that's just not enough. I kind of wish they had at least both options in the kind of stock faces. Like, because if we go into here, you'll see this one right here. And I think, let's actually modify color. Yeah, you can only change one color here too. So that's unfortunate. I kind of wish they had thought that out a little bit more, or tried a little bit more. But in any event, this works. And I guess I won't be making Archangel. So for the chest piece, I toyed around with a lot of them. This was the best one I thought for him, and it's Arsenal. And obviously I can't change those little red like bullets on it, but this is pretty good, I think. And I think the biggest thing that I had to do for myself personally was remember I can't make up for the trench coat. Like, I theoretically could have made his arms brown, but whatever. So the arms, I added the trench coat at the end, so there was a possibility of not doing the trench coat or the cape for a trench coat. But for his arms, I went with Dr. Poison. I felt like, you know, the purple that I chose went well with kind of some of the armored look. And then for the legs, I went with Mr. Freeze. So now you don't have to do this. This is just me. This is the choices that I made. You know, it is what it is. So I gave him his staff, obviously, and I never changed their voices, and I'm thinking about that now. We'll actually look at everything else that I gave him outside of here. So here we... Oh, his hair almost changed green. So let's go ahead and take him outside for a little spin. Obviously, I gave him teleport. I don't know if that's really necessarily accurate. Actually, I don't think I gave him teleport. Yeah, I didn't give him teleport. It was just the jump kick. I made him acrobatic, obviously. I gave him this, like, energy projection staff, like, kind of slam. It's not really a staff slam, but it's as close as you can kind of get. I gave him, like, this charge. I love it that the staff just kind of goes away when I use... I thought I changed those to purple, but I guess I didn't. But those are supposed to represent his cards. And I don't think I did anything for B, and for whatever reason, I was hoping by not assigning anything to B that it would just let me punch. So I think what I really need to do, or circle I should say, B or circle. So I think what I need to start doing is when I'm doing blast bolts like this, I need to assign it to B, and then the punch will end up being on X or square. So I love this one, man. This is an awesome looking Gambit, I think. I'm very happy with it, and I think a lot of people are going to be too. Gambit is... Oh, I didn't save it. I can see that it's still navy blue. I think a lot of people love Gambit. Gambit's definitely one of the more popular characters in the Marvel Universe. And I was kind of trying to think of who would I match him up with in the DC Universe. That's, of course, in this game. And my matchup here is Gambit versus Red Hood. So who would win a fight between Gambit and Red Hood? I know it's not totally fair, because it's not totally the same either. Maybe a better, matchup would have been like a Green Lantern, one of the Green Lanterns, just because they have energy projectiles, and there's really nobody that I can think of that's in this game that has those energy projectiles to really match up with him. The reason why I didn't match him up with Green Lantern is because he can't fly, and I wanted to kind of go apples to apples as much as I could. So I did give him the kind of purple glow from his hand. I know he doesn't have that all the time, but he does have it some of the time, especially when he has the cards in his hand, and it's meant to project the energy and everything. And I love the characters having that kind of energy projectile, or that energy emitting from their hands like that. I think it's really, really cool. So I'm happy with this custom, and I think a lot of you guys will too. When I make my customs, I make them to the best specifications I can. The best way that I think that they work and how much I like them. So you can definitely dabble with it, and I would be interested to hear if anybody thinks that there's a change that they would make to make it a little bit different, if you would maybe choose a different chess piece. I can tell you, I probably spent a lot more time on this one than I have others. So this is Gambit from the X-Men. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you.